welcome to TFO SportsCast. I'm the TFO commish, the Raj. Now let's kick it. Top 5 moments of Week 10. Number 5, Marvel Mutants vs. Rainbow Unicorns. I had to put this game on the list as the Marvel Mutants make TFO history as they win the very first TFO shutout. The Unicorns couldn't stop the dominance of these mutants, and with the big win that put Marvel right in the hunt for the Bad Crackle crown. Mutants over the Unicorns, 39-0. Number 4, Cleveland Steamers vs. Tim's Nightmares. The 7-2 Steamers took on the 6-3 Nightmares as both teams worked towards the postseason. This match was very defensive, with 3 field goals kicked in the first half, bringing the score 6-3 at half. The Nightmares would tie the game up 6-6 to go into the fourth. That is when Jack Skellington nailed a 25-yard pass to Edward Scissorhands. Cleveland would try to go for it in a last-ditch effort, but the Mad Hatter sacked Jack Sloth, and that was the game. Steamers lose to the Nightmares 6-13. Number 3, Springfield Adams vs. Portly Pounders. Another close contest. The game started action-packed, and by the half, we had a tied ball game, 14-14. But the Pounders used those extra carbs to make the Adams see double. First, there was a 9-yard rushing touchdown by Lucas Magrum in the third quarter, and then a 54-yard touchdown rush by Magrum in the fourth to take the Pounders up by 14 in the inevitable victory. With this win, the Portly Pounders clinched the Mad Pop Divisional title. Congratulations, Jim. Adams lose to the Pounders, 14-28. Number 2, Westeros Guardians vs. the Hollywood Heroes. The Heroes at 5-4 face off against the 6-3 Guardians. And with Westeros' star player running back Eddard Stark still injured, the Heroes looked to take advantage. The Heroes would strike first with a 4-yard touchdown run by Snake Plissken. To begin the second quarter, the Heroes extended their lead after a 65-yard pass from John McClain to Simon Phoenix. But the Guardians are fighters and fought back with a 43-yard Tywin Lannister touchdown pass to Jon Snow. But the best kicker in the bad conference, Donnie, would end up kicking in a field goal right before halftime to take the score 7-17. The Hero offense would stutter in the second half, and that helped the Guardians, as to start the fourth, they find the end zone after a 50-yard bomb as Lannister connects with Jon Snow once again. Westeros would try for the comeback, but their time ran out as Jack Burton secured the interception. With the victory, the Hollywood Heroes clinched the Bad Snap Divisional crown. Congratulations, Rusty Shackelford. Westeros loses to the Heroes, 14-17. Number 1, New York Miami Wolverines vs. Dutch Ovens. New York Miami was once the kings of TFO at 5-0, but have lost 3 of their last 4 games and now sit near the top of the Mad Crackle division at 6-3. The Dutch Ovens were once undefeated too, at 3-0, but now sit near the top of the Bad Pop division, 6-3. New York Miami were all smiles as Dutch Oven running back Red Wings was declared a no-go for the contest, while in the same breath, Wolverines lead running back Desmond Howard made his return. New York Miami would score first off a 37-yard Tim Biakabatuka run right up the middle. With Red Wings out, the Dutch Ovens went to the air and Nips Ahoy connected with Donkey Punch on a 38-yard pass. Not to be outdone, Dan Marino sent an 18-yard bullet pass to Biakabatuka to take the lead to 7. But right before halftime, Dutch quarterback Nips Ahoy gets a 66-yard pass to Dirty Sanchez to tie us up at the half. Sanchez would run a 28-yard rush in the third quarter to give the Ovens their first lead of the day. But the luck of Marino is strong as the Wolverine quarterback would get the pass to a returning Desmond Howard to bring us back to a tied game. The Ovens would then be held to just a field goal on their next possession, but the Wolverine special team unit blocks the score. This was the opportunity the Wolverines were looking for. That was until tight end Andy Pettit fumbled the ball right into Hot Lunch's hands. This would help set the Ovens up for another field goal attempt, but this one is shanked right, and we are still tied. And so with 29 seconds left on the clock, the Wolverines go for the victory with a 47-yard field goal. The kick, and it's good! The Wolverines were celebrating, but with 11 seconds on the clock, the Dutch Ovens would get one more play. And what a play it was. Nips Ahoy with an amazing 66-yard pass to Donkey Punch, and the home crowd explodes as the Ovens make the comeback of the week. Wow. Wolverines lose a heartbreaker to the Ovens 24-28. The do not miss game of week 11. Try the 5 do not miss games of week 11. These games have the biggest playoff implications. They are Dutch Ovens against the Cleveland Steamers, Thursday Night Football. Rainbow Unicorns against the Bit Smack Slackers, Thursday Night Football. Tim's Nightmares versus the Llama Nation, special Saturday game. Marvel Mutants versus the Atlanta Maulers in the special Bad Crackle Championship game, Sunday. And the New York Miami Wolverines against the Westeros Guardians in the Bad Crackle Championship game on Sunday. And our Week 11 playoff news. TFO postseason info. I'm getting a lot of messages about the postseason, so here's everything I know. In the Bad Snap division, the Hollywood Heroes have clinched their division, and no other team in the Bad Snap will qualify for the playoffs, regardless of what happens in Week 11. In the Bad Crackle division, the Marvel Mutants and the Atlanta Maulers for the Bad Crackle Championship, winner gets first round bye. Marvel and Atlanta already qualify for postseason. The Axe Icons will qualify with a win or beating the Beer Gods in their tiebreaker, or the Beer Gods will qualify for the postseason only if they defeat the Axe Icons by 53 or more points. In the Bad Pop division, Cleveland Steamers versus the Dutch Ovens on Thursday Night Football for the Bad Pop Championship. Winner gets first round bye. Both those teams also qualify for the postseason, regardless of what happens. In the Mad Snap division, Bitsmack Slackers will win the Mad Snap Championship with a victory over the Rainbow Unicorns and a loss from Tim's Nightmares. Tim's Nightmares is currently winning the tiebreaker, so all they need to do is win this week against the Llama Nation and they'll be the Mad Snap champions. Llama Nation risks losing their wildcard slot with a loss this week, but if they lost, they still could make it in with their tiebreaker. And whoever wins the Mad Snap Championship will get a first-round bye in the playoffs. In the Mad Crackle division, New York Miami Wolverines against Westeros Guardians for the Mad Crackle Championship on Sunday. Loser risks losing their wildcard slot. They would have to win their tiebreaker against all the other 6 and 4 teams. The Greek Legends would be guaranteed a wildcard slot with a win. They currently have the highest tiebreaker out of all the potential 6 and 4 teams. In the Mad Pop division, the Portly Pounders already clinched their division. With a win this week, they would be contending for a first-round bye. They would need to beat a tiebreaker out against the New York Miami or Westeros Guardians. No other team in the Mad Pop division will qualify for the playoffs, regardless of what happens in Week 11. So to recap the special schedule we have this week, Thursday Night Football, we have the Dutch Ovens going up the Cleveland Steamers for the Bad Pop Divisional Championship. And then we have the Rainbow Unicorns at the Bit Smack Slackers, and the Slackers are currently tied for the Mad Snap Division. On Saturday, we're going to have the Tim's Nightmares taking on the Llama Nation. If the Tim's Nightmares win, they win their division, and Llama Nation needs a win to guarantee a wildcard slot. We'll also have the All-American Alkies against the Greek Legends. Greek Legends need a win to get a wildcard slot. And on Sunday, we have all our normal Sunday games, including our 2 doubleheaders, the Marvel Mutants at the Atlanta Maulers for the Bad Crackle Divisional Championship, and then the New York Miami Wolverines at the Westeros Guardians for the Mad Crackle Divisional Championship, with the loser risking not even making the playoffs. Wow. It's been a hell of a ride. It's been a hell of a season. We're looking towards the postseason, and then we're going to be looking towards season 2. But before we can talk about that, we need a Shiva champion, and I hope you're all on board because this is about to get crazy. We're going to have 12 teams eliminated this week, and then we're going to start eliminating teams until only one stands. Will it be you? Are you bad enough? Are you mad enough? Get on the train. Choo choo, week 11. See you next Tecmo, brother. Da dun 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 da 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 da. Dun dun da 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 da. Dun dun da 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Fandango.